Well, Creepy Joe's about to blow, isn't he? That's going to be amazing. Let's add another clown into the car of the Democratic Party. Why not? I already did my walk away video. If you hadn't heard or haven't heard, I left the Democratic Party because it has become the worst party on the planet. It's a joke. It's a pathetic joke. When you have persons like AOC, for example, praising socialism as if it was a great thing. The one single movement, single philosophy, if you will, that has destroyed nations. Nations. And you want it here? Are you fucking insane? Now Joe Biden is going to throw his hat into the race? He's not got a chance because he's got to go super far left in order to appease the party. Here's the problem. He's riddled with Me Too. Assuming that they don't throw him under the bus because they are hypocrites after all. What will happen if they side with him because they don't like the rest of them is they'll give it a pass, essentially. Like, he didn't do anything wrong. He's fine. He didn't mean it. He wasn't creepy. You're misreading it, shit like that. You could tell in very various videos that the person that he was trying to touch did not want to be touched. And it was fairly obvious.
Next time, don't make a mistake.
But that's not my problem. I heard on Fox News that he is going to have a problem as a white male in a party that values diversity. That is the phrasing that they used. Well, whenever I hear that these days, and I hear it from people I don't know, I immediately assume they're bigoted racists. Why? When you say that you're a person that values diversity, and we're a company that values diversity, or we are a very diverse and inclusive group, I immediately assume that you look at and segregate by race. Why? Because that's what diversity is. Diversity is differences and variations within a species. It's a biological term. It means there's differences in the human species. Diversity in white people, for example, could be blonde, redheaded, brunette, dark-haired, brown-eyed, blue-eyed, white-eyed, kind of tan, not so tan, turns to a rock lobster. You name it. There's plenty of diversity. Bald, whatnot, fat, skinny, so on and so forth. Tall, short. That's diversity. But skin tone is also one of the diverse components of the human race. And that is driven by where that person was born and raised from. Or, well, say they were born in the U.S., but their ancestry date back to a specific ecological region, if you will. For example, white people are actually from the Ice Age. Like, we didn't exist until the Ice Age came, because then we blend in with the snow. I don't know what the reason was for our skin turning so white. And I really don't care. The point being that whenever I hear somebody say, we are a diverse and inclusive group, I immediately know that what they're saying is, I'm paying attention to your race, and because you're a white person who has privilege and power above everyone else, I'm going to immediately assume that you are superior to everyone else, and therefore everyone else is inferior to you. Thus, I must oppress you as a white person so that the others can be risen above or equal to you. It seems to be a very odd thing to think, because you would think that if they're worried about marginalized groups, they would not therefore marginalize a group. That's counterintuitive and very hypocritical. I don't understand the movement at all because of this. Every statement that they have is an equally hypocritical statement in practice. You value diversity? Why? Because some minorities are marginalized. And how are you going to fix that? Well, we need to raise and amplify their voices. Over whose? Over straight white males. Oh, so you're going to marginalize a group because you believe the other group is marginalized. Therefore, you're marginalizing others at the sake of unmarginalizing, if that's even a word, somebody else. That is hypocritical, racist, and stupid.
Now, that was stupid, and you're going to regret it.
Race has no value. I think I've said this plenty of times. If you didn't get the memo, race means absolutely fucking nothing. It is a useless demographical information. Yes, you can do a mass average to determine intelligence or success or all these other things. Does you no fucking good. Because at the individual level, you cannot apply the average. You will be wrong at every turn. Now, there are some exceptions to this law of averages. You can look at somebody and tell if they're successful or not. You can assume so. Sometimes you'll be wrong. For example, look at a guy like me. I have a bunch of tattoos on my arms and shit like that. You wouldn't know that I actually do quite well. You would assume wrong. You would assume a lot of things wrong about me, which is why I love fighting the social justice warriors anyways, because they assume a lot of shit about me, and they're absolutely wrong on pretty much everything, which is amazing. But at any rate, yes, Joe Biden, please run. As a straight white male, you will not get the seat. Your party is racist. Your party has adopted racism. Your party prizes diversity, which means they're racist. Joe Biden, being a straight white male, and with interesting ties to the Me Too movement, because he probably has touched people inappropriately. I mean, he has on camera. What's to say he hasn't done a little bit further than he should to other people? So, with Trump saying, grab him by the pussy, Joe Biden probably did. And he probably had it to the point where they didn't let him do it. Unlike what the president said. In other words, this is going to be a clown car coming out of the circus, driving into the middle of the ring, and letting 15 people out of the fucking thing, all saying, I want to be president. It's going to be a shit show. There's maybe one or two people that I actually like and would have voted for had they not have they done.
Do it again.
They would have not gone far, far, far left and adopted some really retarded policies. But that's the problem with the Democratic Party at this point. They make no fucking sense. You got very successful people actively campaigning for policies that would destroy themselves. Like socialism. Just fucking stupid. And some of these people I don't trust anymore. Like Bernie Sanders, for example, another straight white man that's not going to make it, even though a bunch of people are on the Bernie train yet again. And he's not going to be able to do very good because people started looking into socialism and said, wait a second. Weren't you just praising Venezuela and saying breadlines were a good thing? And here people are 1,000,000% inflation and dying on the streets from diseases that could be prevented. Starving, in fact, while Maduro sits there and eats chicken from his drawer in his office. Come on. Seriously? You expect us to do socialism? You want social health care when you guys can't even get the VA right? You'll fuck yourself. It's so stupid. What is Joe Biden going to offer, really? I mean, seriously, what is he going to offer that we haven't already seen? 8 more years of Obama? 4 more years of Obama? So we can have more drone strikes killing children? Yeah, that's going to be successful. I didn't hear shit out of him while he was vice president, which was amazing. That's because all the focus was on the smooth talker that was our president. When he steps into the ring with Trump, Trump's going to demolish his ass. They can't throw the Russia thing at him anymore. It's not going to work. They can't throw anything at him anymore. The entire Mueller report, and yes, I am reading it as we speak. I mean, I have the fucking thing. It does not incriminate him in any shape or form. It says he did some stupid shit, and he's kind of he's a very bad leader, I would say, because he expects people to just follow every word and every order that he gives. So kind of like an authoritarian CEO, if you will. Kind of the person that is the boss and likes to be the boss. But that's not how government works. You have to appease people. He's done actually fairly okay with diplomatic relations. Like, it's the first time in my lifetime that I can remember ever hearing of North Korea wanting to speak to anyone without threatening to blow their ass up. So that's something. He got to meet the guy. He got the guy out of North Korea. That alone is something amazing. At least to me. I'm sick of North Korea threatening to nuclear blast everybody that doesn't agree with them and give them shit. I mean, seriously. Time to stop, man. Thought I'd do a short thing on Joe Biden because I heard that this morning. I'm like, oh fuck, please. Your party's racist. They won't elect you. You're done before you even started. And as far as these polls go, I've never heard of anyone that I've ever talked to ever being contacted by any of these polling places. Ever. So find me one person, please, that has been contacted by any of the polling places. Because where are they getting their data from? You can't be just pulling your data out of your ass and saying so-and-so has a 57% chance of getting the Democratic nominee. Where are you getting your data from? Old people homes? Colleges? Where? I'd like to know. Because I've never met anyone in a long line of asking people that they've ever been polled. Anyways. Hope you enjoyed this. See you next time.